Why did you suggest this?
Well, I chose it because I just out of nowhere I saw a picture of the film, and I was like, oh yeah, that exists. And then I remembered, and then I figured, I thought Brad Bird, and it was like the new Mission Impossible came out, and I really liked it. And I remember Brad Bird directed the fourth one, Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol, yeah.
And I really liked that movie, and I thought that's when Mission Impossible got good for me. Like that's when it.
That's the moment in where it became Fast and Furious. Like Fast
when it
5.
got good,
yeah, when Fast 5,
when it got good for me.
It was their Fast 5.
And I really liked it. And then I'm a big fan of Brad Bird. He was a creative consultant in The Simpsons during the Golden Age and a bit after.
Yeah.
I think creative consultant. Then he directed Iron Giant. Great.
Hey, did you love Iron Giant? I don't know.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Not my favorite, but
yeah.
Definitely one I like. And then he made Ratatouille, one of my favorite movies.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he directed it and wrote it. It's one of my favorite movies.
Now making me hungry. Damn it.
Yeah. And then he directed Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which I really liked. And then
Incredibles 2 now.
And then Incredibles, it's not my favorite of his.
No, but just
but Incredibles,
popular,
he got that under his belt too. So he had a good record. So when he announced this movie, he's like, oh cool, it's live action. It came right after Ghost Protocol. I figured, Ghost Protocol had good action, and sci-fi. He did sci-fi with Iron Giant. So I figured, this is gonna be good. And then news spread that he was supposed to direct either one of the Star Wars, either Force Awakens or Last Jedi. I think Force Awakens. Yeah.
Okay.
He was in talks of directing it. I think he was even in it, but he bailed to make Tomorrowland.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't. That didn't affect me because I don't really care for Star Wars. But I thought it was like there's gonna be news behind this. I'm like, all right, cool. He has a good record. I'm excited. Live action, sci-fi, and then it looks like a pulpy sci-fi, like a fun sci-fi.
Okay.
Just like going on an adventure. I was like, hell yeah! And I saw it. Man, I was so disappointed.
I know, so sad. Hugh Laurie. I was so excited for Hugh Laurie.
Yeah,
I was more excited about him being in an actual like kind of big movie, and it being Disney, and he was wasted.
Absolutely, I was disappointed.
Because you love him too, right?
Yeah, I have. He's
like, you're not gonna say love. You're like, no, let me be more specific.
No, but I do enjoy his acting. But then I saw him here.
I do enjoy his acting. You're so proper. Okay.
I'm just a girl there.
Standing weird like a doll.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The bunny from Alice in Wonderland.
Back when Disney was still, not evil.
You think that evil not because of superheroes?
No, but
I don't know. That's why I'm curious.
They're huge. That and I forget Walt Disney was anti-Semitic.
I forgot what's the definition.
He doesn't like Jews.
Oh, I knew that. I just saw a video about someone saying that like the only way a good biopic can be made of Walt Disney is by them showing that he hated Jews and that he hated women.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, no one's gonna. That's never gonna be made. Like it's not.
No, I'm saying no. Sorry, I had something in my throat. But then someone pointed out that in that time of Walt Disney, nobody respected women.
Yeah.
In his era, it's like in that sense, like that was a product. He acted like how it wasn't a product of his time.
Right.
That's one thing. But hating Jews, I don't think that was one, right?
No, especially after World War II.
And can you imagine also in that time? Can you imagine how people felt about black people in that time?
Mm.
They even worse than women.
I think the Jews weren't.
What the hell?
Weren't. Lost my train of thought.
Good afternoon. Please.
Welcome to BioShock.
I always like.
Welcome to Rapture.
I always do like. Yeah, that's
the Rapture.
Yeah,
Right. I don't care enough to argue with you about anything. Maybe it's something important. Who the fuck are you? Jail Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp.
Imagine him actually being Johnny Depp.
Shouldn't she feel it? Like if she put it on?
I remember liking that though.
Yeah, I did. I remember enjoying that.
Yeah. Oh, another reason why I don't think this movie did well, box office wise, is because this, in a way, this is a story about appears to be a young child going or learning about a dystopian city, about more specifically in the future, and the story involves around that kid helping everybody in the city have a better life, or basically save it.
Okay.
And doesn't that sound like every young adult movie that was adapted like for so many years because of Harry Potter?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, so then that's also another factor why it didn't do so well, because a lot of things that this movie had, like everything I just said, people were tired of it by this point. It was 2015. Like, this was a time when those movies were starting to die out.
I think that could be, but it wasn't
a contribution.
Yeah, it wasn't advertised as that.
No, yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
I remember specifically it wasn't advertised about that. It was more of like, kind of like the child or wonder. But even though they're trying to say that, from the visuals and what you saw, many people could have gotten that idea of like, oh, this, from what book was this adapted from? So I'm glad with myself that I was able to pick that out. The store that Casey visits, named Blast from the Past, has the same name as the one Marty McFly visits in Back to the Future 2 in the year 2015.
If I could tell you the date, the exact date that you're gonna die, would you want to know?
Fuck yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have curiosity. Let's start this conversation. I don't care enough what's on screen.
I can mark it on my calendar, and I'll be like, well, they got this many days. It's like the opposite of a birthday.
Please elaborate more. I'm curious.
It'll be like a fun funeral. It's like, all right, guys, I'm leaving. I ain't coming back. So, make amends or whatnot. And then I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Okay.
And that's it.
Accepting my death is what causes it.
Yeah, once this movie's over, I'm gonna eat something. I'm hungry already, but at this point I don't want to stop because I don't want to be like, okay, we're gonna pause. I want to enjoy my food and then come back to this.
Right.
I don't want to do that. We're in Harry Potter land now, right? Or no?
A bit, yeah.
This looks like LA in a not too distant future. This is LAX.